Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. As FPL fixture already announced for FPL season 2023 and 2024, so now I'm gonna predict some of the forward price for this season. Before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start. At first, I will look at Erling Haaland, and in FPL season 2022 and 2023, he is starting as a 11.5 million forward. He came from Borussia Dortmund in this season and he got 272 points and ended up 12.4 million forward. And if you look at his fixture in this season, I think he has got Burnley and Sheffield United in first three games, so their fixtures also looks good for Erling Haaland. And I am predicting his price should be 14 million, because if his price is less than 14 million, that I don't think it is a good for FPL, because then everybody would go for Haaland. But if he is priced over 14 million, then I think it is too high for Haaland, because if I think if he's 15 million, still around 80 or 90% manager going for Erling Haaland and captaining him in game week 1, then his effective ownership will be 115%. But still, if he is 15 million, then I think it will hard to fit other player in team. So that's why I'm gonna go with 14 million. And if you look at the FPL manager prediction here, 48% our manager are thinking that Haaland should be value in 14 million, and the second highest in this is 22% manager are thinking that Haaland should be 13.5 million, and only 17% are going for Haaland for 15 million. So a lot of majority of the FPL manager are thinking that Haaland should be valued as 14 million forward. Now I will move on to the second forward in this list, and it's Harry Kane. And if you look at his FPL season 2022 and 2023 stat, he got 263 points. He started as 11.5 million forward and ended up in 11.5 million forward. And if you look at his FPL season 2021 and 2022 stat, he got 192 points, and that's why he is valued as a 11.5 million forward. But this season he got 263, which is quite similar like Erling Haaland, but I think he should be priced at 13, because if you look at his price in FPL season 2020 and 21, he got 242 points, and then his values was 12.5 million. As this season he got 21 point more than that season, so I think that's why he should be valued in 13 million. And if you look at his fixture in upcoming season, it also looks good. So now I will move on to the prediction of the FPL manager, and 39% manager are going for 12 million Harry Kane price, and it is the highest. And also 23% each for 11.5 and 13 million, and 23% manager are thinking like me that he should be valued at 13 million. But the less manager, I think 23% are thinking that he should be valued 11.5 like the last season. So now I move on to the third forward in this list, and it's Gabriel Jesus. As Arsenal are playing very well football recently, so I think Haaland, after Haaland and Harry Kane, Gabriel Jesus should be the one of FPL manager priority list. And if you look at his point in last FPL season, he got 125 points, and he's starting as a 8 million forward but ended up as a 8.1 million forward. And if you look at his FPL season, he was injured in the middle of the season, so he missed a lot of match. But I think his price should be 9 million in FPL season 2023 and 2024, because Arsenal are a side who can score a lot of goals. So I think if Arsenal scoring a lot of goals, then Gabriel Jesus, if he's fit, he's the number one priority from Arsenal. and a lot of managers are thinking for Arsenal forward. So that's why I think his price should be 9 million. And if you look at his price in a previous season, in 2021 and 2022 season, he got 120 points, and that's why he was priced 8 million. But I think this season he got 5 point more with less match in his belt. So that's why I think his price should be increased. And his best FPL season was 19 and 20 season. And in this season, he got 146 points. And in this season, his price was 9.5 million. So this season, he got 21 point less than this season. And that's why he should be priced at 9 million. And if you look at FPL manager prediction here, the vast majority of the FPL manager are going for 8 million for Gabriel Jesus, and 33% manager are with me with 9 million for Gabriel Jesus, and 17% manager are thinking that Gabriel Jesus should be priced as a 10 million forward, but I think it's more unlikely there. And 8% manager are thinking that Gabriel Jesus should be valued at 8.5 million. Now I will move on to the Newcastle forward option, and the first one is Wilson. In the last FPL season, he got 157 points. In last half of the season, he played very well and scoring a lot of points for his FPL manager. In this season, he's starting as a 7.5 million forward, and most interestingly is that he ended up as a 7.3 million forward. This means his price decreases 0.2 million in the season. And for FPL season 2023 and 2024, I am predicting his price should be 8.5 million, because I think his price should be increased as he's Newcastle based forward and playing as a center forward and playing very well this season. So his price should be increased. And if you look at his previous season stat in FPL season 2021 and 2022, he only got 75 points in his belt, and that's why he's priced at 7.5 million. But this season he got 157 points. His highest price was 8 million when he got 168 points in 18-19 season, which is I think this is his highest point for FPL season. But as Newcastle are now an improving side, so I think if Wilson are valued less than 8.5 million, then I think everybody will go for Wilson if he is fit. So that's why he should be 8.5 million. Now I'll move on to the Isak, and Isak later part of the season playing as a left winger, but he's a center forward. And I think in FPL season 2023 and 2024, he will be categorized as a forward option. In last season, he got 100 points and he starting at 7 million and ended up 7 million. But I am predicting his price for FPL season 2023 and 2024 is 8 million, because I think he should be less important than Wilson if he is fit. So that's why his value should be less than Wilson, like 0.5 million. But if this 0.5 million are valid, then I think a lot of FPL managers are thinking whether we should go for Wilson or Isak, and that's a dilemma, and that will improve FPL. So his price should be 8 million. Now I will move on to a few forward, and the first one is Watkins. His price should be 8 million. The second one in this list is Gakpo, and I think he should be going for a forward option in FPL season. And in last season he was a midfielder, but he was playing in the center forwards, so that's why I think he should be in forward option, and his price should be 8.5 million, as he played very well for Liverpool later part of the season. And if you look at Watkins, on the other hand, he is the fourth highest FPL point gainer in this season, so that's why his price should be increased, but I think his value will be 8 million. Now move on to the third option. Here is Alvarez, and as he getting a lot of minutes recently, and I think that's why in next season he will get more minutes, so his price should be 8 million. The fourth option is Mitrovic. In last season he starting as a 6.5 million forward, but I think this season as his data is improved, so he should be priced at 7 million. And the last one is Mbumo, and this one is for Tony. I think he is banned for ban fruit, so I think Mbumo will take the penalty, and that's why his price should be 7 million. And that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, obviously subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.